Number 2, the Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr Speaker, my question is to the Prime Minister. Can he rule out ever initiating the privatisation of New Zealand Post?
The Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, in terms of SOEs in general, the government has not at this stage given any consideration to future asset sales, and therefore I cannot rule things in or out. As I've said many times before, if the policy changes, we'll be very open about it and campaign on it in the next election. In addition to the general policy, I've ruled out any future privatisation of Kiwibank. For the members' benefit, that obviously rules out the full or partial sale of any parent company.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Speaker, given that he can't rule out the sale of New Zealand Post as the parent company of Kiwibank, why should New Zealanders believe that it's anything other than a sham for him now to say that he will not sell Kiwibank?
Mr Speaker, if the Leader of the Opposition listened to my answers, he'd be doing a little bit better.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Speaker, if there is to be no sale of Kiwibank, why did Bill English, his Minister of Finance, raise that as a possibility following the budget? And why did he, as Prime Minister, indicate at his the Cabinet press conference on the 31st of May that that was an option to be considered?
The Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, he didn't. He used it as a hypothetical example.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Question, Mr Speaker.
Order. 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 The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Speaker, when asked in the House on the 26th of May whether he ruled out initiating the sale of Kiwibank, why did he not simply answer yes?
The Honourable Prime Minister.
Oh, because I thought I'd keep you waiting for another day.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr Speaker. Point of order, Mr Speaker.
Point of order. Order. A point of order has been called.
Mr Speaker, the House, as you know, is the arena where opposition members on behalf of the New Zealand public have the opportunity to hold the government to account. That is a serious question because clearly the Prime Minister was considering the sale of Kiwibank at that stage. Do you believe that a flippant reply like that is adequate when most New Zealanders are asking that same question?
Order, order, a point of order is being heard. Order. Front bench members on both sides should cease interjecting. When a member asks a minister why they chose to do something, the minister is at liberty to say why, and we may not think the why is, well, when I say we, the members of the House, the member asking the question, may not think the why is that great, but it's certainly the prerogative of the minister to say why. The only thing the Prime Minister shouldn't have done was say he wanted to keep you waiting because the Speaker is not involved in this matter. But the quality of the answer is up to the Prime Minister. Supplementary question, the Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Supplementary question, Mr Speaker. In indicating that he would consider or would not rule out considering the privatisation of Kiwibank a fortnight ago, had he forgotten that he had promised 9 times in the lead up to the last election that he had promised not to, or had he simply hoped that everyone else had forgotten?
The Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, no. And as I just said earlier on, not only have I ruled out selling Kiwibank, I've ruled out a parent company of Kiwibank, but if I ever did decide and change my mind that I wanted to sell a post office, the person I'd most refer to would be Phil Goff, because the last person who did that was in 1989, that was Phil Goff.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr Speaker, the Prime Minister credits me with too much.
Order. 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 I just asked both sides of the House to settle down a little. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition. Supplementary question.
Mr Speaker, why did he tell the House on the 26th of May this year, and I quote, "No consideration has been given to selling any state-owned assets yet," end quote, when John Whitehead, the Secretary of Treasury, has just told the Finance and Expenditure Committee that Treasury was working on the question of privatisation of state-owned enterprises?
The Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, because the first part of my statement was absolutely correct.
Question number 3, Nicky Wagner.